Arlington has won the Super 8 Massachusetts State Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Pierce Field in Arlington. We experienced some technical difficulties to start the match, but we are underway. This is a classic battle between the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Lexington Minutemen. My name is Ken Kohlberg on behalf of Arlington Community Media, Inc. I'm here with the soccer sage, Zach Garrigus, my color commentator of high esteem. Zachy, we are seeing a match today among two very talented teams, the Arlington Spy Ponders, who are undefeated at 5-0 in the season, and the Lexington Minutemen, who I think have also yet to, let's see, have the Lexington lost a game yet this year? Yeah, they're 4-1. Yeah. So, Zachy, what do you see today in tonight's matchup for the Arlington Spy Ponders?
This is definitely the toughest matchup Spy Ponders have faced all year. Lexington was a good squad last year. They've retained a couple of their key players from that squad, so they're probably going to be even better this year. You showed me that Boston Globe top 20 before the game, and they had Arlington at 6 and Lexington at 7, so it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, it certainly is. We are about 6.5 minutes into the game. Neither team has really had a shot on net. The possession has been pretty much equal. Last season, Zachy, Arlington came away with 2 victories, both a home victory and a road victory against Lexington, 1-0 each time. So you can bet Lexington's going to be looking for their money back today. And
those were not easy wins either. Arlington had to work for both those goals incredibly hard. I thought at least one of those was going to be a 0-0 tie or maybe even go Lexington's favor. So
right.
Lexington certainly is going to look to even it up.
Well, so far we've seen some great. Okay, so Lexington's got some real heavy hitters. Number 7 is in a hunt over there. That's one of the senior captains, Sancho Morado. He's peripatetic, and he was in a battle there with Declan Dolan, the midfielder, also number 7, I believe, for the Arlington Spy Ponders. All right, it's going to be Francesco Valagusa drawing a foul near the box, but not in the box. Here's a dangerous situation for Lexington. Zachy, our starting lineup for the Spy Ponders today is the same as it's been this season. Why mess with a good thing with an undefeated 5-0 team? Henry Fox Jerkowitz has been outstanding in goal so far this year. He is the goaltender. The back line at left defense is Noah Aarons on the left, Ben Kohlberg, a junior next to Aarons. There's a corner kick, and rolls back over to Francesco, and Francesco
going to give
takes
Arlington
his
a chance
time.
to reset.
So the Arlington, there's Nirvan Patel Massini in the middle. He's had a very nice season. He sends it over to Lucas Plotkin. The Plotkin stick, he goes back to Patel Massini. Patel Massini with a cross, and it rolls a nice play. So Patel Massini has had a breakout season in his junior year. Anyway, the backfield for Arlington, starting backfield, Noah Aarons, number 18 on the left. In the middle, the 2 center backs are number 5, Ben Kohlberg, a junior, and captain Tiago Gomes next to him. Tiago, a marquee high-level club player, is having a fantastic season as the quarterback back there. And on right defense, Zachy, the ever-so-consistent Elan Science-Grant. The Arlington midfield is comprised of the center mid, Declan Dolan, number 7. Francesco Valagusa, number 11, is the attacking center mid. Nirvan Patel Massini, as I've mentioned, is a midfielder. He is a junior. And on the far right, we have got Will Clifford, a senior captain. And on the far left, we have got Lucas Plotkin, number 2, the crafty left-footed sniper who pushes up and has had some nice goals. The attack, the one man up top, Zachy, it's a 4-5-1. The one man who's been the striker this year for the Arlington Spy Ponders and who has delivered all season long is Sean Connolly. Sean Connolly is the lone striker for the Arlington Spy Ponders, and he's been connecting all season, Zachy, with Francesco Valagusa.
Yeah, it was their last home game. He had assisted on all 3 of Francesco's goals. He drew the penalty and slipped him two nice balls inside that Francesco finished.
Very true. So Francesco Valagusa and Sean Connolly have been. I heard, Zach, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that they were Siamese twins who were separated at birth. They're certainly playing in that way in terms of the way they're finding each other this season. Oh, Francesco tries to chip it in. Patel Massini, what does he see? A beautiful ball by Patel Massini. And Plotkin runs it down beautifully. Oh, Nirvan Patel Massini is really distributing the ball nicely.
Yeah,
so
they've
far
had some
tonight,
nice. So Arlington's had some success here early on, pushing the ball wide to their wings and trying to get a quick cross in. The ball's run out on them most of the time, though, before they can get that cross in. But if they keep looking for it, they'll find it eventually.
Lexington substitution, number 9, Robert Lloyd. There's the prop foul. All right, so Robert Lloyd is in the game for the Lexington Minutemen. Lloyd is of course, the son of Jack Lloyd, who is the president of the Lexington United, or maybe past president, but certainly an officer of the Lexington Soccer Club. He's done a great job with these kids over the years. And Robert is only a junior. He's an outstanding midfielder. He had a great game here last year. So we'll keep an eye on number 9, Robert
Good throw
Lloyd.
by Declan Dolan there.
All right. Lloyd back on. Oh, number 11 took a poke off the head. Who's
that's
that?
going to leave a mark.
He rang his bell. He's a junior forward. That is Connor Murphy, and Connor just took one off the head. It doesn't look like it phased him, though, Zachy.
Yeah, it was
These kids are tough.
20 degrees colder, be coming out for concussion protocol, but
Yeah.
still warm enough. That ball's not frozen solid yet.
All right, so a little bit sleepy so far. Arlington, I think, a little bit with more of the possession so far, but only slightly, Zachy. What are you seeing on the possession so far?
Both teams are trying to play a possession game, which is, I think, both their bread and butter, how they usually try to run their offense. But when two teams try to play possession against each other, it sometimes becomes like this, where neither team really has a clear advantage, and they just kind of pass the ball around until they find an opening, because that's how their offenses work.
They're settling in. All right, let's take a look at number 17, another one of the senior captains, marquee player for Lexington. His name is Newt Lundstrom Svankvist. He's a senior captain. Real nice player, number 17. He's one they're going to have to keep an eye on. The Lexington captains are number 7, as I mentioned, Sancho Murado Tobias, Sancho Panza. He's the peripatetic one. And number 8 is another one of their senior captains. That is Jae-Ho Chung. Chung was a problem last year. He's another one we have to watch. And then, as I mentioned, Newt Lundstrom Svankvist is another one of their captains, and he is a midfielder. So Sancho is listed as a defender, and Jae-Ho and Newt are midfielders. All right, ball rolls back to Henry Fox Jerkowitz. He pokes it to the middle. And there's been a fight in the middle. Arlington's been winning the middle all season, but today, Zachy, I see that the Lexington midfielders are a little bit more feisty than the midfielders we've seen so far this season. And so the Arlington boys are really going to have to work a little bit harder to get to that first ball in the middle, Zachy.
I mean, so between Francesco, Declan Dolan, and Nirvan, the Arlington's used to having both the physical and technical advantage in the middle, and against Lexington, I'm not sure they have either of those.
No, it's much. Very nice defense. Oh, look at that. Who's that guy? Number 12, a senior defender, Kevin Chen. Just made a beautiful. Oh, and there's Chen again.
Got all ball.
Declan Dolan says no, but Kevin Chen. Oh, Aaron's with the elbow to the kidney on the back of Newt, and Newt took a dive and didn't get the call, and he's not happy. Newt is not happy.
But they're actually going to get him for a handball there. He was so sure he'd drawn the call. He reached down to pick up the ball, plays it in position for a free kick, and that's when the whistle blew.
Well, it might have been payback for let's see, Young Bin Kim. It looked like he put an elbow on the kidney there, the sophomore.
Oh,
anyway, the ball goes in.
Beautiful ball from Dolan.
And here's Francesco, and Francesco made the fake of the shot. Oh, beautiful by Francesco. He made a nice fake. But Nirvan look at Nirvan. Look at that ball. So Nirvan is elegant today. Nirvan is just elegant. And number 19, Nirvan Patel Messina. We got another substitution coming in. Who's this number? What number is that? That's number 16?
Yeah, 16.
Lexington substitution, number 16, Robert Hutchinson. So Robert Hutchinson comes in, and it looks like he took out the sophomore Hyungbin Kim. So it's a sophomore for sophomore exchange.
Pass in the back.
And look at this. This is number. Oh, that's one of the captains there. That's Jae-Ho Chung. He's amazing. These Lexington, they've got some real superstars. Up top for Lexington, Zachy, I see number 14, Barnaby Brandon. It looks like he's playing striker. He's listed as a defender. we'll have to keep track of Barnaby. They call him Barnaby Bill the Sailor, Barnaby Brandon. Do you know Barnacle Bill the Sailor, Zachy?
Nope.
All right, you'll have to YouTube that. That's one of my all-time favorites. Anyway, okay, so there's nice little combinations from Lexington. Sean Connolly is on the hunt. They send it all the way back to the starting goalkeeper there's a first ball, and Arlington has got to get to that first ball in the middle. All right, so Zachy, you had asked before who the goalkeeper is for the Minutemen of Lexington. His name is Carl Vernet, and he is a junior, and he wears number 1. So Vernet is in net for Lexington.
Vernet's in net. Nice.
Vernet's in net. Yeah, that's a good point. The Vernet minder, they call him.
Exactly.
And there is going to be a goal kick for Arlington. Zachy, we are about 15 minutes into the first half, and it's been everything it's billed to be. It's a pretty even game. Minutemen of Lexington are here on a mission. They certainly are ready to go. And the Arlington boys also, Zachy, from what I can tell so far, seem up to the task.
Yeah, they're both teams are playing tight. They're conserving their time with the ball, not taking any reckless chances, not making especially risky passes.
Yeah,
it's been good soccer.
It's been good soccer. It's been conservative soccer so far.
But it's been conservative soccer because both teams, last year, Arlington by 1, both games they played is difference.
Right. Lexington getting some pep from Kevin Chen, a senior defender. This kid, number 12, has got a lot of wheels. Oh, nice block by Francesco. Lloyd tries to send it across and does. And there's a nice ball
Dangerous. Oh, headed out, though, nicely.
Headed out by
well
Tiago. Oh, they're trying to get a shot. It's blocked nicely by Patel Massini. And here come the Spy Ponders. Two colonial towns, Zachy. This rivalry dates back to the colonial age, when Lexington and Arlington used to score. Oh, there's a nice pass. And there's a shot.
Oh.
Shot it wide. Arlington distributing the ball nicely.
Lexington got a foot on it. This should be a corner, and it is.
It should be a corner. Patel Massini is having a breakout game so far. He's really got some beautiful footwork, and he's in on the offense now. It's been a lot of Valagusa and Connolly on the offensive combinations this year, but it looks like Patel Massini's now getting into the act. And here's a dangerous corner kick. It's going to be taken by the senior captain, Francesco Valagusa. He sends it beautifully into the box. Oh.
Picked off.
But the Vernet minder, Carl Vernet, and Vernet sends it out to the 50, and the ball bounces at the 50. Tiago is there. And Aarons, it's going to be a Lexington ball as it went out on Noah Aarons. All right, so Lexington throw in. We're coming up to the halfway point in the half. They've played back to Jae-Ho Chung. Chung makes a nice crossfield pass to number 3.
Made it look easy. That's a hard pass to hit.
Yeah,
He made it look easy.
Collected beautifully by Samuel Bohm. And hi, Stan. Stan Vieira in the house, guys, our athletic director. Arlington salutes our new athletic director this year, Stanley Vieira. In his first year at the helm, and he's done a wonderful job dressing up the booth for us, Zachy, and getting our mic restored.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Stan came right in and took over. We're very grateful to Stan. All right. Dolan in a battle in the midfield, and look at Dolan on the fight. Dolan wins the fight, and it's no call, and the Lexington fans didn't like it, as it looked like he buried number 7, Sancho. He put Sancho Panza, by the way.
Declan Dolan is one of the few people I know that can easily take on 2 people in a header battle and win it.
Yeah, and it's not easy with Sancho. Sancho is one of their superstars. He was a problem last year. He's a senior captain. He is peripatetic. Here's a substitution. It's going to be Tomasello. What number is Tomasello? Zeus. It's Zeus.
3.
All right. Arlington substitution number 3, Nick Corrales. So Zeus Corrales is in the game, Zachy. We'll do a little bit of Greek trivia. We'll talk a little bit later about why they call him Zeus. But can you tell us, Zachy, which Greek god Zeus is? Do you know what he's the god of?
God of thunder.
Yeah. Thunder is correct.
King of all the gods, thunder. He's
yes, he did rule as king of the gods.
Yep, king of the gods.
On Mount what for 10 points?
Olympus.
Very good, Zeke. Now let me just fill this in. He's the king. He's the god of the sky, lightning, thunder, law, order, and justice.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. He's got a big job. Interestingly, do you know who his mother?
Law and Order is a TV show.
Do you know who Zeus's mother was? I'm not talking about the famous Julie Corrales, although she is Zeus's mother. All right.
It would be Rhea, the Titan?
Kohlberg tries to head it back and does. It is Rhea. I think it's pronounced Rhea.
Rhea?
Yeah, she's the classical the classical Greek god Ziki, if I'm not mistaken. They saw her as the mother of the Olympian gods and goddesses. But interestingly, she was not seen as an Olympian goddess in her own right. And I know Julie would be upset to hear that, but that's just the way mythology is written.
She was a Titan, better than the Olympian gods, more
so
powerful.
Yeah. So that's some information on Julie Corrales and Zeus. That's Nick Corrales. He is chiseled. We'll talk a little bit about why they call him Zeus. He's named after a famous lacrosse player at UMass Amherst back in the 1980s, Mike Tomasello, who walked onto the varsity team as a senior. Dolan with a nice challenge in the midfield, and he sends it to Francesco.
Oh,
and he sends
nice
it to Connolly,
flick.
and here come the Arlington boys. Look at look at Zeus off the ball. So do you see Zeus? Zeus was running right
Just
up the middle.
patrolling the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Waiting for that ball in.
Right. Corrales has been a sniper. He's been the instant spark plug this year. He's got a bunch of goals, and he comes in and he makes the most of his minutes. And he's also a basketball captain, Zachy. I don't know if you know that about Zeus, but Zeus is a
He's captain this year?
athlete.
Awesome.
The Lexington boys taking dives all over the field. That one taken by Sancho, and the refs were not having.
I know we've
any
had
of
some
it.
rain recently, but the drainage at Pierce Field is quite good. No swimming pool here today.
Exactly. All right, so we are down to the 18-minute mark. The fans are going crazy because Zeus is in the game. And there's Zeus. He tries to shoot it up, and he does beautifully to Connolly. Connolly can't collect it, but he stays on the hunt. Ball loose in the middle, and Lexington with a little bit too much time in the middle.
Yeah.
There's Kohlberg with a step. He's all over number 14, Barnaby Brandon. Barnaby Bill the Sailor.
Once again, Coach
Oh,
Yazio
here's a nice
sticks to
takeaway by Noah Aarons. Nairns. Narishkite. Oh, he held his shirt. The ref didn't call it. They're letting the boy. Oh, no, the ref did call it.
Yep. They're going to give
The
it
ref
to
did
him.
call it as they held Noah Aarons, Narishkite, and he got his shirt tugged, and he didn't like it. And here come the Arlington boys the other way.
Nice turn for Francesco.
And nice
The man
turn for
on
you.
his
Don't want
back.
to mess with Francesco.
No.
Oh, Francesco's on the run. And he's taken down. And the ref's got the other ref called it. And it was in the.
Not
No,
a
it's
penalty.
Not in the box.
They're going to give him just outside.
Oh, the Arlington boys.
That's still
are gonna-
dangerous,
Yeah.
though. That's a dangerous spot.
The
They're going to need a
Lexington-
big wall.
The Lexington folks are going to get a little antsy now. A lot of the calls going Arlington's
Yeah, well,
way.
home field, home calls.
Yeah, hometown calls. We'll take it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster on behalf of our local cable network, Sports Network, Arlington Community Media, Inc. I'm here with Zach Garrigus, my esteemed color commentator. Zach's on sax. Zachary Taylor. Zach and Wheezy. We talked about Zach and Wheezy last year, Zach. That is from Dragon Tales. All right, here's a nice free kick for Franco. Can he keep it nice and low? And he does.
Oh, right
and
in
it
the
struck
wall.
the wall. It struck the wall, but he nailed that ball.
Yep.
And now Francesco,
Yep.
and finally Lexington gets a call, and the Lexington fans are pleased.
That's
to
not what
see-
Francesco wanted to do with that kick. That's a great place. Ideally, you want to chip it just over the wall or try to get a ball in the middle, and carrying it right into the Lexington defenders is not going to achieve either of those.
Yeah, no, but he did put a lot of mustard on it.
He did.
He
That-
put a lot of mustard on it.
Lexington's definitely leaving with some bruises, regardless of the final score.
Yeah, that had to hurt. All right, so Lexington doing some nice distribution in the midfield. They're switching the field beautifully. Very well organized team is what I can see so far, Zachy, is these Lexington Minutemen. The Arlington boys, however, are well organized in and of their own right, and they seem to be holding their own here. Here's a play in for Robert Lloyd. Lloyd sends it beautifully into the middle. Oh, Robert Lloyd with a beautiful left-footed
He's going to have it.
left-footed center ball, and the Lexington boys are threatening now in the Arlington third. There's Zeus, and Fox Jerkowitz with a save.
Way to not get
Zeus-
caught leaning.
Yeah, so Zeus put some nice pressure there. The interesting thing about Nick Corrales is he can play defense, midfield, and striker. He's one of the most versatile soccer players you're ever going to see. In basketball, he's a pure guard, but he's a shooting guard. He likes to drain the three. And so here comes a substitution for Arlington. It's going to be Clifford. And who's coming in here, Zachy? Is this Plotkin coming back in for Clifford? Help me here, Zachy. Or is it the Colonel?
I think it's the Colonel.
Help me.
My eyesight's no better than yours.
I know. Is it Charlie Sanders?
It looks like. Is that Sanders?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sanders.
Arlington substitution number 6, Charlie Sanders. So the Colonel's in the game, Colonel Sanders, and that's making me a little hungry. Zachy, have you had the new Colonel's Buffalo?
I've never had KFC.
You've never had KFC?
No.
Oh, Zachy, maybe after the game I'll take you out. Be a first for you. You'll love it.
Just never. Whenever I've wanted KFC, there's never been one around.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that KFC, the buffalo wings, the boneless buffalo wings, Zachy, they'll put hair on your chest.
All right.
Hair on your chest.
Noted.
Yeah. I'll take you out, maybe after the game if we win. All right, so the score is 0-0. We're about under 15 minutes left in the first half. It's been a thrilling contest. It's been a pretty even game. Lexington was threatening there in the last 5 minutes. Arlington's had a few corner kicks and a few chances. But no team has really threatened significantly.
I wouldn't say either keepers have to make a difficult save yet.
No, right, exactly. Yeah, I would agree with that. Neither keeper has really been tested. There's Newt number 17, Newt Rockney. Zachy, I asked you a few moments ago, and I'll ask you again. So for 10 points, can you tell me who Newt Rockney was?
So I know that he's a football coach from the NFL, from the leather helmet days and all that.
He wasn't from the NFL, as best
AFL?
I know, Zachy. That's the trivia.
Was it the AFL?
Nope. He was the football coach at Notre Dame.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll give you partial credit, Zachy. Oh, Patel Massini is nailed by Newt. Guess what, Patel Massini? You got to be ready. Massini looking for his spectacles. He can't find them. The spectacles are picked up by Francesco, handed to Patel Massini. Patel Massini puts them back on his head.
That's good
There's
teamwork
an
right
elbow
there.
to the kidney by Cyans Grant. He learned that from Father Dougie. Cyans Grant just threw the elbow to the kidney. I think it was to number 9, Robert Lloyd, but he might have been hitting number 7. Number 7, who is Sancho Murato Tobias, also known as Sancho Murato. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to visit our concession stand. It's now open. All right, here's a direct kick for, the ball goes deep in. This is trouble. This is trouble. Dolan is there. Kohlberg and Dolan are there to clear it out. But that ball was beautifully. See that ball sent it right into the box.
My eyes might deceive me, but I thought I could have sworn that.
It was.
Which is odd.
There, look at. But it's taken away. Look at that kid, number 11. My goodness.
It's a great ball, but they didn't manage to get a header on goal from
Murphy
it.
is a problem.
Yeah.
And here goes Newt into the corner. And Newt
Too far
runs out of real estate. All right, so Newt Lundstrom-Fonquist has been everything he's been billed to be today. He's all over the field. Zeus is in there as the sub with the midfield with Charlie Sanders, the good colonel. Francesco and Patel Massini are staying in as the center mids. There's a first ball. It goes to Lexington, but it's not. It's kicked out of bounds by number 16, the defender Robert Hutchinson. Lexington's got some real up there. Hutchinson,
beautiful throw by Dolan.
Nice throw by Dolan. It's taken by Connolly deep into the corner. He's covered nicely by number 6, Andes Williamson. And it looks like it's going to be. Is this a throw in or a corner, Zachy? What are you seeing?
I think it's going to be a corner.
All right. Kick. We're down to under 12
Arlington does
minutes.
like to play it short.
Left
Here it comes.
Franco.
Oh, that's
and
cleared out.
Lexington wisely clears it out.
Kicked in the middle of next week.
It's going to be a throw-in for Declan Dolan. Now, Dolan can throw the ball a country mile. Let's see if he can loft it into the box. Patrick Massey comes to visit the box. Massey, a beast in and of his own right. He's a baseball guy. We tried to get him. Huh? Are you just getting here? All right, Patty Massey in the house. It's a 0-0 game.
Oh, good flick.
And be Sanders, and there's a second ball. He tries to dummy it. Kohlberg with a nice touch. Doesn't have that much time, and he nicely tries to send it into Zeus. A wise decision, as Nick Corrales went for the freebie. Francesco fighting for it. There goes Zeus. Oh, a beautiful play by Carl Burnett because he needed to pick that up with sticky fingers. Zeus was right on him, and you don't want to leave Zeus with an inch because he'll take a yard, Zachy.
Oh,
if you give Zeus an inch, he'll take a yard. All right, Lexington
touch
ball
Lexington
kicked out to the
wanted
midfield. Bobby Hutchinson, the sophomore, can't collect it, but he almost did. Hutchinson, a nice-looking player in and of his own right.
Beautiful trap for Francesco.
Francesco looking at, and Hutchinson said no to Francesco. And Hutchinson plays a beautiful square ball. And look at Lexington switch the field, Zach. These kids know what they're doing.
Yep, they've been coached well.
Yeah, they are coached well. And from Science Grant, he didn't like to call number 9, Elon. He's a physical player. They call him the Terminator. He is liquid Mata. Because if you're just going to call him T1, I don't think that does service to Science Grant. I mean, he really is a little bit more lethal, a little bit more deadly. He is liquid Mata. Elon Science, he'll go right through you. He's got a couple of chippy fouls today, but that's okay. You got to play physical. Fox Jerkowitz sends the drop kick just over the 50 to beautifully by the Colonel, but it rolls out of bounds, and it's going to be a Lexington throw-in. Zachy, we're under 10 minutes left in the first half. It's a scoreless game. I think it's been a nice up and down.
Have had good chances.
Good combinations.
Think the best chance has probably been the Arlington free kick from just outside the box, but
And Hutchinson back over to Jae-Ho Chung, one of the senior captains.
again
Chung
makes that
looks to switch.
on the air look so easy.
Yeah, Chung is a gifted player. He sends it across to Samuel Bohm, the other defender. Ball goes into the box.
Nice flick.
And Fox Jerkowitz is over there. Good communication there by Kohlberg and Fox Jerkowitz. And Henry Fox Jerkowitz, number 00, is having a spectacular season. And he's working well with the defenders. Fox Jerkowitz with a drop kick again. He sends it out to the 40. And the Lexington kids let it bounce, which is always a problem. But number 12. In, and here comes Newt. Newt sends it up the field to Hutchinson. Hutchinson's got wheels. What's Hutchinson going to do? He takes it deep into the corner, and he is covered nicely by number 5, Benjamin Kohlberg. That's a child, Zachy, that's near my heart. He wears number 5. And here comes a substitution for Lexington. It's going to be number 4, a sweeper, Malty Steins. Lexington substitution, number 4, Malty Steins.
Gets a big ovation.
So Malty's back in the game. He gets a big ovation. He was here last year. He's a tremendous player. The ball goes in shot. A nice foot there by number 8.
See the amount of curve on that? That was insane.
Yeah, Jae-Ho tried to bend it in. He's a dangerous player. You got to put a body on Jae-Ho Chung. I think Zachy at all times. He's going to hurt you. I think what Lexington is doing is they're opening up that middle. They're staying wide in the middle. And they're doing it nicely. They're building a little bit of possession in the middle. I think a little bit more than Arlington, and their switches have been very nice. Science Grant takes a hit from behind from number 7, senior captain Sancho Morado.
Returning the favor.
Yep, he returned the favor. So Marias with the elbow to the kidney of Science Grant. Science Grant. They have 2, and the ball rolls back. What's Kohlberg going to do? He wisely, he sends it over to Hutchinson.
Good bit of play though.
It was a difficult decision. He couldn't let it roll back to Henry, because Henry didn't have a lot of time, and so as a result, it was. And there's a cross ball. Beautiful play there by Elon. I mean, by who was that? That just booted that one out.
Technical difficulties.
Looked like it was number 5, Kohlberg. All right, so Arlington, Zachy, is a little bit under siege. We're coming down to 7 minutes, and Lexington, I think, Zachy, is pressuring. Yusef Saleh in the house, by the way. My counterpart, the famous broadcaster for ACMi on the girls' side, has come to visit. How you doing today? Yusef is good. Yusef's girls pulled off a 1-1 tie today against Lexington, I heard, on the road. Is that right?
That's right.
Good game?
It was a good game.
Up there? Who scored for Arlington?
Riley.
Freshman? No, she's a sophomore. All right. So the girl. Up to 12, Kevin Chen. Chen having a
Oh,
breakout
good
game.
step from
There's
Narens. Wins it back.
Patel Massini. He tries.
Oh.
Oh, turnover in the midfield.
Up, he gets
They
it
win
back.
it back, and here comes Francesco. Francesco's knocked off, and he doesn't get the call.
But
Francesco
takes
looking for
possession
the
still.
Academy Award. Oh, physical as we come down under the 4-minute mark, and the Lexington fans are going crazy. The Lexington fans are here in force. Lisa Brush comes into the booth. Always exciting. She is the first lady of Arlington soccer. We are coming down to the 3-minute mark, Zachy, and this one has been everything it's built to be. Well worth the price of admission.
Oh,
Oh, and this. Who's that? Is that Clifford back in the game? No, is that the Colonel?
I think it's still
Here comes a sub for Lexington.
at Arlington.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes a striker. Who's this coming in for us? Zachy, help me.
I can't see his number.
Jan
17.
Pilger? Is that 17?
Yeah, 17.
What year is he? Sophomore? Arlington substitution number 17. Jan Pilger.
Narens gets the loose ball. Oh.
And
Can't do much with it, though.
no, I think the Colonel is still in. All right, we're under 3 minutes. Narens is in a sea of white. What is he going to do? The ref calls it Lexington. Noah
He's
Aarons,
pushing up super far.
Noah Aarons just got subsumed in a sea of white. Even if he had won that ball, there wasn't much he was going to be able to do it.
Oh.
He's pure, by the way, he is pure Narishkite. You know what Narishkite is, Zachy? You'll have to look that one up. All right, what is this, a corner kick for Arlington?
Yep.
All right, nice way to get into the final 2-minute mark. We're almost into stoppage time. The fans are going absolutely crazy.
Oh, no, throw. Quick throw.
It's a throw. Arlington rolling with the left peg. He tries to send it across, but he's stuffed by the Lexington boys. But Dolan tries to win it back. Dolan sits down on his toe. Francesco with the dipsy doodle. Francesco's in a sea of white.
All of a sudden, this
Cleared
has turned
out
into
nicely,
a
but it goes to Narens.
hard fought.
Oh, it is a slugfest. All right, here we go. We're in stoppage time. Beautiful ball in to Pilger. And Pilger can't get to it, but it was a nice idea there by Francesco Valagusa, senior captain, number 11. Just as a reminder, we are here. We're going to have a midfield celebration. Tonight is Arlington Soccer Club night at Arlington High School. We're going to have we're going to celebrate Arlington Soccer Club and its legendary leader, Steve Moniak. So we're going to have a celebration. We invite you all to stay tuned for the halftime celebration on Community Media, Inc. We are in stoppage time. Nice little play there by Cyan's Grant as he prevents the ball from rolling down the sideline. Looking to build the ball into the box in the final 2 minutes of the action. There's no call. Arlington boys look to counter, and
another no call.
Like Patel Massini. No, who's that who took? Someone went down hard. That was Will Clifford. Clifford
Refs
went
have,
down hard.
swallowed
Look
their
at
whistle.
Narens. Look at Narens go.
He's got wheels.
Narens has got the wheel. Oh, but my goodness.
Oh,
Narens with the elbow to the kidney on number 12. And the Lexington fans are up in arms. They did not like it, as Chen did not get the call. And the Lexington fans are not
he
happy.
tripped Narens on the way down, though, so it could have gone either way.
It could have gone either way, but the Lexington fans, Zachy, I think it's fair to say, are unhappy with that call.
They're not pleased. Not pleased by any means.
Ball gets thrown into the box. It goes popping up into the air. Someone put on it. It could be. It's halftime. What a halftime.
Nothing.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is halftime at Pierce Field in Arlington. Be sure to visit our concession stand in a moment. It is Arlington Soccer Club night here in Arlington, and we are going to have a halftime presentation. We invite you all to stick around and enjoy the show. In a moment, we are going to celebrate Arlington Soccer Club night at Arlington High School, but you all have time to go visit the refreshment stand, get some pizza, some desserts, some drinks, maybe even some hot chocolate. I think there might even be sushi over there that Michelle Clifford prepared in advance of Arlington Soccer Club night. So, Zachy, I think are we still rolling? Do we know?
I think we're good for the half. You can do your thing for the show.
We're visited tonight by our new AD, Stan Vieira. Stan has mentioned that he's serving free sushi tonight at the refreshment stand, courtesy of our new AD.
He's doing it like at those restaurants they cut up in front of you.
Are we still rolling? All right, so we're going to be live on ACMi for the halftime presentation as we celebrate the Arlington Soccer Club. Zachy, as we get ready for the presentation, why don't you just summarize what you saw in the first half, Zachy, real quick for us.
Competitive first half. Both teams tried to play possession to varying amounts of success throughout the half. Couple of tough fouls, some good no calls going both ways. Neither goal has really been challenged, though, I'd say. I don't think there's been a truly dangerous shot yet from either team, so nothing is probably the accurate score as we go into the half.
You know, Zachy, that's, I think, brilliant analysis. I would say that, in addition, I think Lexington's been able to spread their midfield a little bit more.
Try to play a lot more through the middle.
And I think that both teams have sent some dangerous balls into the box, but neither team has been able to.
They haven't been able to get that last touch on towards the net. They've gone wide or high, or in Lexington's case, the wrong way one time. It happens.
It happens.
We've all been there.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to welcome you to Arlington Soccer Club High School. Tonight, the Arlington soccer community is very pleased to honor the Arlington Soccer Club and its legendary leader, visionary, and past president, Steve Moniak, for his, that's right, let's hear it, for his years of service to the youth and to youth soccer in Arlington. The Arlington Soccer Club is a volunteer, nonprofit organization that is dedicated to the advancement of the game of soccer in Arlington. The mission of the Arlington Soccer Club, or ASC as it's called, is to provide a fun environment for children to play the game of soccer while promoting good sportsmanship and the skill development of all players. Founded in 1973 and now in its 45th year, the Arlington Soccer Club currently provides over 1,900 boys and girls between the ages of 5 through 18 an opportunity to play organized soccer every spring. Today, the Arlington Soccer Club has over 320 coaches and 150 teams from ages pre-K to high school. The coaching philosophy of the Arlington Soccer Club is to promote the development of individual technical skills as the foundation for success in soccer. The Arlington Soccer Club is dedicated to player development, participation, and love for the sport of soccer. Brucey, you say the word. Zachy, help me out here. Bruce Clifford is going to be giving us the Moniak presentation in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we recognize Steve Moniak. We recognize Coach Moniak for his tireless efforts to enhance the soccer program through his commitment to developing the Arlington Soccer Club into one of the most successful and inclusive town soccer organizations in Massachusetts. Tonight, we honor Coach Moniak for his passion for the game of soccer, both as a player, although that's questionable, certainly as a coach, and as a league administrator, and for his abiding dedication to player development, fair competition, sportsmanship, and above all, keeping it fun for the youth of Arlington. Served on the board of directors of the ASC since 1995 as a director, vice president, president, coach development director, and both girls and boys travel directors for the Boston Area Youth Soccer Club. The Boston Area Youth Soccer League, Bays. He's also served on the Bays board of directors since 1997. Steve started coaching for the ASC in 1994 when he began coaching his two lovely daughters and is now in his 25th year of coaching youth soccer in Arlington. Steve has coached ASC boys select teams since 1999, including 6 or more consecutive years coaching the Arlington High School classes of 2005, 2011, and 2017. He coached the ASC Spring High School boys teams from 2000 until last spring. During this time period, the Arlington Soccer Club's high school age boys spring teams have grown from 2 teams and 26 players back in 1999 to 4 teams and almost 90 players last spring. Steve is also the founder of Pond Dogs FC in 2003, which now has 3 adult teams, 040, 050, and 056, that participate in the Over the Hill League. Through his years of service, Coach Moniak has been a catalyst for the growth and success of the Arlington Soccer Club and for soccer excellence for both boys and girls soccer in Arlington. Steve Moniak, ladies and gentlemen, created the Arlington Soccer Club motto, "Keeping it fun," which we all should remember when thinking about youth athletics. Steve has always kept it fun for the kids and inspired their love for the game of soccer. So tonight, we pay homage to Coach Moniak, and we say thank you to the Arlington Soccer Club. All right, and now, everybody, let me direct your attention to midfield where the current captains of the Arlington High School boys varsity soccer team, Will Clifford, Francesco Valagusa, and Tiago Gomes, accompanied by booster parent Bruce Clifford, will present the plaque and the award to Coach Moniak.
Thank you, Ken. And nice to have you with us tonight to enjoy some great top 10 high school boys soccer in Massachusetts. As mentioned, I'm Bruce Clifford, one of the 3 captain parent boosters for the boys high school program. Before we move to the presentation celebrating the success of the boys program, starts with Coach Lance Yaggio, who was in his 19th season as head coach of the Spy Poggers. Please join me in congratulating Lance on another fine season. Okay, Steve, so it's so great to be here with you. I've known you a while, along with the boys captains, to Steve Moniak, in recognition and appreciation of a leader whose tireless efforts have enhanced the Arlington soccer program into one of the most successful and inclusive soccer programs in Massachusetts. We thank Coach Moniak for his passion for the game of soccer as a player, as a coach, and league administrator, and for his abiding dedication to the development, competition, sportsmanship, and above all, keeping it fun for the youth of Arlington. Congratulations, Steve.
My name is Max Toluca, and if you're interested in pursuing a career in sports media, come on down to Studio B at 892 Mass Ave in Arlington.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the air, back for the second half in a scoreless tie. Zachy, nice presentation from Mr. Moniak.
Yeah.
You had some experience with him?
Yeah, so I played for the Arlington Soccer Club from U6 up through, I still do, actually. To this day, I play for the U18 Fall League currently. And so I've seen Mr. Moniak at tryouts. I was a ref for Arlington Soccer Club for a while, so he came and spoke at some of those meetings. And he's done a really amazing job guiding Arlington soccer for as long as I've been a player. He's always made the teams feel like there's someone knowledgeable at the helm and guiding the league, the town to a good place across all age groups.
Yeah, he's a class act. He was my mentor. I used to coach a lot for Arlington Soccer Club, and he certainly, when my kids were little, got me into coaching and taught me an awful lot. But I think his legacy is there's a lot of aspects of his legacy. But Steve understood that it's about keeping it fun for the kids, and it's all about the kids. And
I wonder if they're going to name a field after him at some point.
Well,
be kind of cool.
He would deserve it. He is, and he remains a real a steward of the game of soccer, and has done a lot of great service for the youth of Arlington. All right, so the ball rolls in, and Arlington almost gets a shot there.
It's like
a
we're
header.
talking about. There's been good balls in, but once again, the header can't find its way on frame.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're into the second half, a minute in. It's been a scoreless game, and it's going to really probably come down to which team makes the first mistake, because both teams playing a rather conservative game. There's a turnover in the midfield. Dolan sends it in. There's a give and go, and Lexington wisely clears it out. Dolan and Newt go head-to-head. It's sent back in by Francesco, and on the hunt there, and a win. Oh! Arlington coming out of the second half with a little bit of pep here, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick. But the Arlington boys looks like they're threatening a little bit here in the first opening minutes of the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. It's a 0-0 game. Oh, a nice long ball by Carl Vernet, the Vernet minder.
But volleyed out by Noah Aarons.
Aarons nicely meets the first ball. Both teams being conservative here. Nobody wants to make a mistake, Zachy, in this one. This could be a one-goal game.
Probably will be.
If one team can get it in.
Yeah.
Arlington pressuring up top with Sean Connolly, the Stone striker. The ball rolls lazily into the middle. You got to get there, Arlington boys, because the Lexington team's going to do this. They can counter. Here comes Lloyd. Robert Lloyd, number 9. He tries to send it in. The Terminator, Science Grant, tries to get there. He can't. Oh, Tiago, look at him burst into space. Tiago Gomes with a beautiful ball. And look at Tiago. So look at number 6, Tiago. Tiago's on the hunt. And Francesco gets called for the penalty on Newt.
Yep, got the legs tangled up.
Newt Rockney didn't like it. Tiago knew that he did it. He threw the noogie. I think that was a noogie to the spine, to the lower vertebrae of Knutson. Knutson shook it off.
V6, I think. I got a good.
Oh, a nice ball in by. Oh, Tiago met the first ball. Look at Tiago. And Tiago Gomes is just, he's been solid all season, Jack. As the center back, you don't get a lot of, it's not flashy.
It's the most unheralded position in soccer.
You get a job to do, and you got to do it right. And him and Kohlberg have been very quiet stars this year. Of course, the outside backs are a little bit more flashy. We've seen some real moments of brilliance from T2, Liquid Mata, Elon Science Grant, and, of course, Noah Aarons. Narishkite has been a human highlight reel all field. Lloyd throws the elbow to the back, and he gets away with it. Robert Lloyd put the elbow to the back of Dolan, and Dolan didn't like it. It looked like he was going for his neck, his upper vertebrae.
It's going to be dangerous.
There's a nice step there by Aarons. Narishkite sends it into Patelmasini. He chests it over to Plotkin. Plotkin, it looks like, sends it down the line, but it's intercepted by a nice switch by Jae-Ho Chung. Chung really knows what he's doing. He plays it across to number 3, Samuel Bohm. Bohm tries to send it in deep, but it rolls out of bounds. Tiago lets it roll, and it looks like it's going to be, who's got the ball, Zachy? Who's possession here?
It's going to be a Arlington throw.
Arlington team in good shape. It's been a physical season. Fortunately, they have a great team manager, Jonathan Capillion, the human Capillion, in his first year as team manager. And I don't know, Zachy, but the Capillions done a fine job this year with the logistics. I don't know if you know Jonathan Capillion. He's a lacrosse player, very, very strong lacrosse player. This year they got him to manage it. Oh, Connolly almost with a run. The ball rolls to the midfield. Patelmasini.
It's getting a little sloppy here. They're not playing the perfect
Corbett,
possession.
number 10, came blasting out of the midfield. And there's Tiago. Tiago gets it over to Francesco. Francesco tries to play it square, but Corbett has come alive. Dylan Corbett. Patelmasini in a nice little give and go. And Patelmasini tries to go on the hunt. It's played back by number 9. Who's that? Number 6, defender, Andes Williamson. So the Lexington boys are certainly have not mailed this one in by any stretch. There's Knutson. Oh, Knutson is stripped by Dolan. Dolan said no to Newt. He said, no, Newt. Francesco. And the Lexington boys kick it out to midfield. Aarons is there. He's in a pitched battle with number 14, Barnaby Brandon. Barnaby Bill the Sailor. All right, it's we're 5 minutes into the second half, Zachy, and this one is just going to be dramatic.
Yeah, there's already both teams looking a little bit more unglued than they were in the first half.
Yeah, it's a little bit more open. There's a nice ball by by Vernet, and Science Grant challenges, but he can't keep the ball in. But it's a great challenge by Liquid Mata.
Arlington's widebacks have been very aggressive today and pushing up, trying to get to those balls early before they can get put back in the middle or further down the sideline. So far, they've been successful. They've both Science Grant and Aarons have chosen the right times to step.
Yep. Outstanding defensive middies. There's a ball. It rolls to the middle, and Lexington has done a beautiful job tonight switching the field, getting it over to Knutson. Knutson plays it back to number 12, Kevin Chen. Chen's been outstanding. Williamson sends it back across to number 11, Connor Murphy. Murphy tries to send it into Lloyd, and he does. It goes back to, and there's a give and go. There's Lloyd on the hunt, and Tiago elbows him in the belly, and Tiago tries to send it up and does. Clifford tries to one-touch it and does. Clifford comes away with it. Newt with a beautiful slide tackle, but it goes to Arlington. Science Grant plays a short ball into Francesco. Francesco runs out of real estate. The ref didn't call it, and it looks like it's going to be
that's the wrong way.
Oh, Arlington gets a call.
That's the wrong way.
And
that should be Lexington.
Yeah. Sancho didn't like it.
The ref didn't see it.
All right, so Connolly on the hunt. Francesco plays it over to Clifford. The Big Red Dog. Actually, Will the Thrill, they're calling him this year. He used to be the Big Red Dog. Will Clifford, number 16. Bruce Clifford, the proud father, got to present the award to Moniak tonight. Brucey, of course, has had his oldest son, Peter, is playing college soccer now at Bentley, and Peter is a superstar. So the Cliffords are proud parents of two wonderful soccer players. Ball rolls back. Kohlberg gets a header on it. Kohlberg on the hunt. And he wins it and sends it out. Gritty play there.
It was a dangerous throw.
But it's gonna, you're right. It's gonna be a throw in pretty close for Samuel Bohm.
They play it back.
Sammy plays it back over to Jeho Chung. Always a safe option. Nice cross there by Sammy, but Patel Martini tries to play it. And there's, oh my goodness, Dolan went head to head. There's Newt.
That's
and he
penalty.
Slammed. And the ref didn't call it. Oh, Newt got slammed in the box. Oh, my goodness.
That's...
Oh, a hometown no call.
It's what, September? Christmas is coming early for the Spy Ponders.
Christmas comes early for the Spy Ponders. And there's Plotkin contesting a call. He should keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Newt Rockney got crushed in the box, and what a great player he is.
I can't. He went up. It was an excellent ball played in. He was between two defenders. All three of them tried to go for the header, and Newt kind of got sandwiched in the middle, falls down, and then at the end of the play, he does roll into Fox Jerkwitz's legs, but that shouldn't be the no call that winds up happening there. It should be a penalty.
Yeah, we'll take that. All right, so Zachy, what I'm seeing in the last 5 minutes is all Lexington. The Arlington boys look like they're getting a little bit tired. They're chasing the ball a little bit, and they're not getting much possession at all. And if they don't start to get their act together here, nice play by Kohlberg. He lets it roll back to Fox Jerkowitz. Then this is a perilous situation. The momentum, Zachy, and you've talked about that astutely over the course of the season. Momentum is everything, and it's all Lexington right now, at least in the last 5 minutes. There's a first ball for Lloyd. Who's got the second ball? Lloyd's got the second ball, but Clifford comes away with it. He sends it over to Plotkin. Plotkin tries to go left. He is just stripped by Kevin Chen. Kevin Chen, number 12. The Arlington boys take it back, and here comes a strip for Arlington. The Lexington boys, Zachy, they just look hungrier right now.
Yep.
Help me, Zachy. Oh, here comes a challenge.
They're winning balls back in the midfield. It's
Narrans
not pretty.
takes a nice touch. Nice patient play and a great run by Science Grant off the ball. Science Grant goes to Dipsy Doodle. Science Grant with a crossover. Science Grant sends it wide over to Plotkin. Plotkin's what's he going to do? He takes it wide and he goes by him.
Oh,
nice cover.
Close.
And Plotkin with great penetration. Look at Lucas Plotkin. Oh, but he's blocked off by number 6, Andes Williamson. The Lexington boys are hungry. Plotkin takes it deep into the corner. He's smothered by number 10, Dylan Corbett.
It's going to be an Arlington.
And it looks like it's going to be an
Arlington
Arlington throw, and Corbett didn't like it.
Nope.
Dylan Corbett said no. Oh, my goodness. We have had some action tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
It is an intense game with 30 minutes left in the cut. This is a nice throw-in. Oh, but Carl Vernette smothered it up. Vernette is a crafty goalkeeper, and Vernette sends a long, deep ball.
Nobody home, though.
No, it looks like Tiago's on it. Tiago doesn't want to give Newt any room. Look at Newt on the hunt. I wonder where he's playing next year. Look at Newt with another win. Oh, my goodness. And Newt comes away with it. Finally, someone's got to stop him. We got to figure out where Newt's playing next year, Zachy. I'm sure he's playing at some college.
It's a good kick from Lexington's keeper, but the rest of the team hadn't pushed up to receive it, so you just kind of have that one-on-three situation for Lexington where, you can make two guys miss, but there's still a third one to dispossess you.
Yeah. There's number 22, Hungbin Kim, number 22. He tries to send it up, but he's stuffed by Narishkite, Noah Aarons. And that's going to be a Arlington ball. Zachy, Lucas Plotkin is working hard over there.
He is. He's won more than his fair share of balls tonight.
Yeah, he's been the spark plug in this start. Oh, look at Dolan with a launch. He tries to send it into Connolly, but it rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a Lexington. Tell us, ref, whose ball is it? The refs are not signaling it. Looks like it's going to be a Lexington throw.
Lexington will take it, so.
Yep. Kohlberg with the left peg, and he sends it out of bounds to over towards the midfield line. It's going to be a Lexington throw. Great action tonight. Science Grant takes a step. He's got time. He sends it up to Tiago. Tiago sends it to the middle, and it's first ball by Jae-Ho Chung. So Chung is everywhere tonight. There's a reason he's the senior captain. He was a star last year. Science Grant is hounded in the corner by number 7, senior captain Sancho Murado Tobias. Sancho has been everywhere tonight. These Lexington boys have got a number of marquee players, and they are certainly here for a battle. Ball goes deep into the box. Declan Dolan with a nice header, and he clears it out. Dolan afraid of nothing. There's a shot. Oh, my God, he ripped it. What a shot by number 12. Number 12 is a senior defender, Kevin Chen. KC and the Sunshine Band. My goodness.
That's the type of shot you take when you've been playing defense all your life.
Yeah.
If you never get inside the box, you learn to hit them from outside the box. And he's a senior. That experience shows him that a shot like that.
Capacity crowd here tonight in the town of Arlington on Arlington Soccer Club night. We've celebrated Coach Steve Moniak, the legendary Steve Moniak. And Steve is, I'm sure, here enjoying the game as well as he's watching the action. I remember, Zachy, back in the day, I had a girls team I was coaching, and they were a select team, and Steve Moniak graciously let us practice against his boys team every once in a while.
How'd that go?
Well, it was great for the girls. They really had to work to get the ball from the boys, and it made the girls team very, very strong. They ultimately became the varsity at the high school, thanks in substantial part to Coach Moniak, as he allowed his boys graciously to play against them. All right, so Dolan tries to send it in and does to Plotkin, a nice little chip. Plotkin has been working hard trying to get something going on the left-hand side. We're down to 26, just under 20, around 26 minutes left in the half. It has been a nail-biter here, as neither team has scored, but there's been some close calls, and Lexington is just really controlling this half. From when I look at this, there's just way too much space. Lloyd sends a beautiful ball in, and Narens is working hard over there, Narens and Plotkin. But the second half, Zachy, has been pretty much all Lexington.
Yeah.
Look at this. They've got time in the middle. Look at this.
They're controlling it.
Yeah.
They're going to swing it.
Yeah, they're controlling the middle half of the field. And as we've said, Zachy, the team that controls the midfield is usually the team that prevails. Science Grant sends it back to Fox Jerkowitz. Nice job by Fox Jerkowitz covering that box and getting his fingers on the ball. Realizing
it was played off the head, which means he can pick it up.
Yeah.
No fear of that pass back penalty.
Yeah, he shanks a goal kick. It rolls back to number 3, who's listed as a forward. That's
brutal blindside tackle from Francesco. Frees that ball up there.
Sammy Bohm.
Stays on his feet, gets all ball, but
Yep.
as a player running across the midfield, that's
Yep.
unexpected and not at all a welcome surprise.
Look at Sean Connolly. He's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Look at him. He's a bull in a china closet. He's a bull in a china closet. Dolan. Uh-oh. Knutson and Dolan with the leg, and the ref didn't like it.
He might
Knutson didn't like
We'll
it.
see if he gets a card here. That could have been. Fans wanted a yellow. I don't entirely disagree with that.
Did he give him a yellow?
He's going to get a talking to at least.
He's getting a tongue lashing, but I think she's keeping the.
Nope, there's the yellow.
There's the yellow. Yeah,
fans were right.
She gave him a yellow.
Well, that should have appeased Lexington fans a bit.
Right.
He'll mandatory for him to come off, take a breather.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a look at the substitution for Arlington, one of the fan favorites. He's a sophomore. He's had a great season. Arlington substitution number 15, Anand Olstad. So Anand is in the game. Anand Olstad, Zachy, I've seen wonderful things from him this season. He's a real possession player, real tactician, incredible foot skills. And there's a deep ball in. There's a deep ball in.
Oh, Lexington gets to it too.
Nirvan tries to send it over to Olstad, and it's intercepted by Knutson. By number 14.
He's going to have it.
Shot. But Fox Jerkowitz with a save. Number 14 is Barnaby Brandon. Brandon has been everywhere tonight. He's Barnaby Bill the Sailor.
Drop kick from Fox Jerkowitz.
Oh, nice one by Fox Jerkowitz.
It's at 60.
And Connolly tries to get there. Patel Massini. Come on, Red, let's go. Get it going. Yeah, Arlington needs some help here in the midfield right now. Patel Massini.
When you take your starting, when you're starting to see the M's out.
There's a ball in, and there goes Connolly. And Connolly on the run. Oh, what incredible nicely. Defense.
That takes so much body control
Terminator.
to have.
Yeah. So T2 Liquid Matter puts a body on Robert Lloyd, and I don't know about that. Lloyd is theatrical, much like Jack Lloyd. It's Pop, another theatrical guy. All right, they switch the ball over to the side. There's another deep ball in, and they're sending deep balls in, but Fox Jerkowitz makes the catch. Fox Jerkowitz is doing a good job tonight.
No rebounds, that's key.
Yeah, no rebounds. The Lexington boys are really starting to threaten. This second half, Zachy, I hate to say it, but it's been all Lexington.
It has.
All right, we're seeing the same game. It's been all Lexington.
Lexington gets the ball, plays some nice possession in the middle, and then shoots one towards the middle.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, there we go.
Are not
See?
looking good, yeah. Arlington needs to regroup here. Yeah. And it's a timeout. Yazio calls a timeout. And I'm not surprised, Zachy.
If we figured it out, I hope he has.
Timeout, Arlington. So Coach Yazio takes a timeout, and, I don't know, Zachy. I think he's got to tell them, look, boys, you want to get a point tonight, or you want to come out of here, you got to step it up 2 notches.
Exactly. Lexington's been the better team this half. They still have 23 minutes. They could, easily go up, get 3 points in their favor, and losing on your home field if you're Arlington is not a way to move up in those rankings.
No, it's true.
Because Lexington's definitely going to have the advantage coming back to their home field later in the season, which going into playoffs, these 2 games could be the tiebreaker for 1 and 2 in the division.
Exactly.
That's how good both these teams are.
It's very, very true. And the Lexington boys are very, very hungry tonight. As I mentioned last year, Arlington swept the season series with a win on the road and a win at home, both 1-0 games. Both games, incidentally, could have gone either way. And so tonight, I think it was
the home game as well that Arlington scored incredibly late. I think they scored in like the 85th minute or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like this game. It was 0-0 for most of the game, and then Arlington got 1 at the end to push them over.
Right. The Lexington coaches, the head coach is Keith Beatty. Beatty is now in his 3rd year. Of course, last year he lost his esteemed assistant Jay Eidson, whose son Carter Eidson graduated last year. But so this would be a real feather in the cap for Keith Beatty if he could pop one in here. The way things are looking now at the 23-minute mark is Lexington is really threatening. Let's hope that Yazio's timeout had some impact on the Arlington boys. Yeah. Because they really need to step it up a notch.
Timeouts in soccer are kind of interesting because it's not like basketball or football. We can be like, all right, here's a play we're going to run that's going to get us back in the game, get us the shot we need or the first down we need. it's a lot harder to just say, all right, here's a play that's going to get us the goal we need. So it's a lot more of a pep talk, encouraging your team, maybe making a couple defensive or offensive adjustments. But there's not a lot of like concrete stuff you can do. It's a lot more.
Right. So Anand Olstead, who does he replace? Who did he replace
Dolan,
in the
right?
midfield? Oh yeah, Declan Dolan, right?
'Cause he got
Dolan with
carded.
the yellow card. We've talked a lot about Dolan over the years. Interesting thing about Dolan is he used to be a tremendous Irish step dancer. I know you know that, Zachy, but for the fans who don't, Dolan does hold the distinction. He's the only kid that we know of, at least on record in Massachusetts, to actually draw a penalty in Irish step dancing. As legend has it, he cracked some kid from Methuen one time during the siege, while they were dancing the Siege of Venice. And Dolan, this is as legend has it. Actually, he used it as a teaching experience. He ended up switching from at that point Irish step dancing to hockey and soccer, and he's had a wonderful career. We'll see Declan back in the game today. He's a Christmas turkey when it comes to gobbling up the midfield. He's been gobbling up the midfield all season long, and it looks like fortunately Coach Yazio, who's got lots of help, has got Anand Olstead, number 15, a sophomore, who can always help out in the midfield and has done a wonderful job this season helping out. All right, here come the Arlington boys finally with a little bit of possession in the ball. The shot! Oh, wicked shot! Oh my goodness! Who was that? Connolly or Valagusa?
I think a wind of our comments may have reached the Arlington players in the field.
Yeah, here they come. Oh, nice ball there.
Make us eat our words.
Tiago calmly collects that, but it's closed down. Oh my goodness! Here come the Lexington boys. Here they come.
On the right
There's
foot.
a shot. Fox Jerkowitz gets it. Oh, the Lexington boys are hungry. Oh my goodness, what action we're seeing tonight. We're coming down to the 20-minute mark
That's a
in
good
a scoreless
slide.
contest.
I didn't see you slid in front of him to get a piece of that ball, but that shot could have been infinitely more dangerous than it wound up being if Arlington hadn't gotten a deflection there.
Right, the Arlington boys did a nice job closing the space there in the bottom third. Patel Massini on the hunt, and Patel Massini continues to hunt. Look at him try to close down to spaces. The Lexington boys trying to build some possession in the backfield, and they do, but the Arlington boys, Patel Massini putting some high pressure on there, and let's see what they can do. Okay, here comes Lexington on the counter. Francesco.
Does happen
And here
when you push
Kohlberg in a
middies
foot race.
super high up.
Kohlberg in a foot race. He's pushed from behind.
That's going to roll.
And he
doesn't.
saves it.
roll.
Oh my goodness! We'll feed him tonight, Zachy.
What a
We will
play.
feed him tonight.
The speed.
He kept it in.
Speed to run back.
Where does he get those jets? He must get those jets from Justine Block. He certainly doesn't get them from me, Zachy.
Yeah, well, your words, not mine. I wasn't going to say it. I believe in you.
Well, let's talk about you, Zachy. You got any goals this year? I know you're playing 7v7.
No, we got a shutout by Acton Boxborough.
Oh, you've only had one game?
Yeah.
What was the score?
3-0.
Ooh. What are you playing this year for position, Zach?
I played some striker and some center back, and also some right mid. We kind of play all over the place because.
Attaboy. Who's coaching your squad this year?
Coach Clossy.
Ah, Will Clossy?
Yeah.
Another legend. He's a Moniac disciple. Very much a Moniac disciple.
It's kind of funny. He's I think he coaches two teams. One being our team, the U18 7v7, very relaxed league, and I think he coaches the U12 A team. I want to say or something like that. So
is that a girls' team? Or is it boys?
I think it's a boys' team.
Yeah.
So definitely two very different teams. Yes, deal with coaching.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're under 20 minutes. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster for Arlington Community Media, Inc. We have a scoreless contest going here, but the Lexington boys, and a shot! Oh, Robert Lloyd!
Oh, you cursed him.
Robert Lloyd on
You
a
cursed
volley!
him.
And it was only a matter of time.
As soon as you said we got a scoreless
Robert
game
Lloyd,
here, knew it had to happen.
Yeah. And Robert Lloyd, the proud father, Jack Lloyd, is here in the stands. Lexington goal number 9, Robert Lloyd. So Robert Lloyd strikes for Lexington. He is a junior.
It's now the pressure on Arlington.
He was a star on the freshman team 2 years ago. He came up to the varsity last year as a sophomore. And there's Arlington kicking it wide. Narrens is not there. The Arlington boys faltering a little bit here in the second half, and Lexington made him pay. Excuse me. Zachy, it was actually a beautiful goal by Lloyd.
It was a beautiful volley.
There's not much you can do there.
Nope.
Connolly on the hunt.
So
And,
Arlington can at least take some solace in the fact they didn't concede a cheap goal.
No, that
They
was
made
not
him
a
work
cheap
for
goal.
it.
They made him work for it.
But either way, a goal's a goal. So
Yeah, it looks like Zeus is in the match. I don't know who he replaced. I see Nick Corrales, number 3, in the match. Arlington substitution number 3, Nick Corrales. So Nick Corrales is in the game. Zeus.
I'm trying to figure out who we took out. They're on the far end of the field from us now, so it's a little difficult.
It looks like
Clifford's
Plotkin
still,
is
yeah.
out. Yeah, Plotkin is out.
Yep.
Corrales replaces
That matches.
Plotkin.
Coach Yazdiel likes to put Corrales in at about the 20-minute mark of each half. So
Yeah. And here come the Lexington boys again.
looking for a second.
Oh, it's a break. Kohlberg with the elbow, and he got away with it.
No call.
Oh, my goodness. Ben Kohlberg with the elbow to the ribs.
Lexington's still not happy about it.
And no, the kid's not happy about it. And it goes
Here
into
comes
Connolly. Connolly with one man to beat. Connolly beat him. Oh, he's taken out of the box. And the ref didn't call it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And they're letting everything fly tonight.
That's well, the difference on those calls is the one Lexington wanted was not in the box, and the one Arlington wanted was. With snipers like Francesco and Connolly and others on your team, that's a penalty shot's basically an assured goal. So
Right. The
Arlington,
refs let that one go.
a little
but
more
they let
upset
two
on that
things go.
one.
They let the
Yeah.
one goal, first of all, on Kohlberg.
I think they bore both penalties.
Yeah. They're letting a lot go, and the Lexington fans are on their feet. They don't want to see the violence here at Mary Pierce Field in Arlington. Mary Pierce Field, the site of many classic games, soccer games, both on the boys and girls side over the year, and it looks like it's going to be a substitution for
Taking 14 out.
Yeah, number 14, who's really fought all night long. Barnaby Brandon. What a player. Barnaby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are winding down to the 16-minute mark in what has been a thrilling contest. The Lexington, but the first half was a pretty even half. The second half has been pretty much all Lexington. And the Lexington fans are on their feet.
So going back to that penalty, it was a great ball. The no-call penalty. And Arlington's
Connolly?
fans, on Connolly.
Yeah.
He did a great job. The
There goes
ball
that-
was played into one-on-one situation. There's a
Oh,
call.
Lloyd didn't like it. Robert Lloyd, look at him. He got the goal, and now he's suggesting that he didn't just bury Aarons, and he did. Noah Aarons took a hit from Robert Lloyd, and Lloyd's of London.
Yeah.
He didn't like it.
Francesco will take it. He's going to try to shoot this. He's going to try to put it right over the wall, far post.
Robert
curve.
Lloyd Cleary, Lloyd's of London. And Francesco is going to try to put this on the frame, and he shoots it
High.
a little bit too high and over. He was going for the top shelf. The Lexington fans like the wide shot. The Lexington fans now are ornery. Zachy, they are ornery.
Well, they
but
made
the
the
Arlington,
incredibly long drive from Lexington to Arlington.
Well,
Probably sat in traffic for a good 15 minutes going to Lexington Center.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. These Lexington fans are ornery, but the Arlington fans are ornerier. Put that in your SAT book. Kohlberg meets the first ball. He sends it into Clifford. Clifford plays it back to Pertelmacini, and the Arlington boys lose the midfield. A little dilly-dally there
More or
by
less the
number
story of
7.
the second half. The Arlington boys
Sancho
lose the
does a
midfield.
dance on it. He goes into Connolly. The Lexington boys, there's Connolly on the hunt. Connolly tries to do a switchback. He's taken down, and the refs let it go again, and Connolly looking for the call. And it has been gratuitous violence in a good way.
Yeah.
All right, Olstad ready to take the throw. He sends it into Connolly. Connolly is hungry. Connolly and Francesco tries to shoot it across. It goes off the belly of number 16,
And
Robert Hutchinson.
Aarons will just let it roll out.
Aarons lets it roll out. We see some nervous faces on the Lexington fans as we come down to the 14-minute mark. Plenty of time left. Gomes sends it in, but Aarons with a nice. Aarons didn't like that call, but Noah Aarons. It looked like he threw the noogie.
Yep, he
to
got
the back
beat. He
of
got beat to the
Sancho.
spot.
Yeah, little noogie to the crane, to the skull of Sancho Panza.
Lexington's going to take its sweet time here. Every second off the clock is second closer to victory for them.
Yeah, Lexington with a 1-goal lead with 14 minutes left. Mary Pierce Field in Arlington. A gorgeous night for soccer. I'm Ken
Beautiful.
Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster, here with the legendary color commentator, Zach Garrigus. Oh, the ball rolls in! How dangerous was that?
So you know a ball's been played in especially well when the goal what happened to Henry Fox Jerkowitz is he seemed almost paralyzed, indecisive whether to come off his line or not, because it was so perfectly placed that it was possibly a little too far for him to easily come out on, but it left enough space that if Lexington could have got a foot or a head onto that, it would have been an easy finish.
It was dangerous. Patelmasini over to Olstad. Olstad nicely plays it over to Clifford, but the ball goes a little bit high.
Clifford's got to do more yoga.
Will the Thrill has got to do a little bit more yoga. His
Get that
father
leg up
Bruce,
higher.
Will's father Bruce is a yoga instructor. He used to teach Pilates, but he switched to yoga about 3 years ago, and Bruce Clifford is a very flexible man. He's the downward sloping dog. All right, here we go. Lexington broken up there. It goes to Narrans, but he sends it softly over to the Lexington side. It's taken by Jae-Ho Chung. Jae-Ho's been wonderful tonight. A real pleasure to watch. Jae-Ho tries to send it into another 3-4 Samuel Bohm. Bohm's had a beautiful night tonight. The Lexington boys now, their faces becoming all too familiar in the second half as they're controlling the ball. Arlington a little bit sleepy. Aaron's on the hunt, and it's going to be a throw-in for Arlington.
Sport there in the Dolan has not re-entered the game.
No, we haven't.
Only sitting on a yellow, so he could come back in, but Kosciazia maybe sitting him for reasons known only to him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Has he had some yellows before? I don't know how many you're allowed to get.
None
over
at
the course.
home.
No?
So unless he's picked up some on the road, that's the first one I know of that he's grabbed this season.
Yeah. I know he was a little bit banged up. He had a cut. He had a little bit of, I think, some stitches in his mouth earlier in the week.
That sounds unpleasant.
No, yeah, he had some little bit of minor procedure from something from left over from hockey, and so he missed the day this week.
Mouth stitches.
Yeah, he's a gap in the middle, but I think that Anand Olstad, the sophomore, has been tremendous. Patelmasini just shoots it out to the middle, and here comes Zeus. And Zeus, he's got Connolly on the run.
Gets
and
buried.
Zeus takes a hit.
Yep,
and look at Zeus pop right up. All right, so Nick Corrales, number 3, is always a spark plug. That's Zeus.
It's definitely a foul, but it's an incidental one that happens so often in soccer because Nick Corrales has got that ball in the middle. He's dribbling, basically going as fast as he can, and all the Lexington players are going as fast as they can to try to chase him.
Yeah.
But when he stops to pass, he slows down, picks his head up to look for a player. Person that's running behind him just crashes right through him because of the sudden change in pace.
You got that right, Zachy. That's my color commentator, Zach Garrigus, Zachary Taylor. Old Rough and Ready, they call him. Zachy, they still call you Old Rough and Ready? Because you are Old Rough and Ready. I know you're a member of the Whig Party.
Call me Old.
Oh, Bowen! Oh, and he took a hit! Oh, a nice try by Aarons as he tried to get the Academy Award for Best Actor. But he didn't get it. Didn't get the call.
They didn't call the one on Connolly. They're not going to call that one.
No. Aaron's
nothing short of second-degree homicide is going to get called at this point.
Right. Noah Aaron's very theatrical young man. Oh, a lot of space. And here comes number 7, Sancho. Number 7, Sancho. Lloyd is on the hunt. Square ball. Science Grant tries to chip it into Zeus, but it's met by Jae-Ho Chung. Ball rolls back. Kohlberg's over there, and he beautifully heads it back.
Smart play. Way to use that. Way to use the head.
Yeah, he beautifully heads it back to Fox Jerkowitz. Fox Jerkowitz with the drop kick. He sends it back over the 50. First ball is going to be Zeus. First ball is Zeus, and that's why you love Corrales in the game. Whew. And here comes a move. Oh, the Terminator, T2, Liquid Mata. He's broken up. The Arlington boys tries to send it in. Oh, nice decision. Very nice decision.
Good communication between the goalie and
number
his
6,
back.
Andes Williamson, let it roll back. And Connolly, it looked like Connolly put a cleat to the face of Carl Vernet. I think
they're
going to
ding Lexington for wasting time here, it looks like.
Oh, I don't know what's going on here.
They blew the whistle.
Carl Vernet, the Vernet minder. And it looks like, I don't know what happened there. Did Connolly try to, I didn't see what happened. The ref looking for a little bit of instruction here. As the
Lexington's up
time-
1-0 against the talented Arlington side. Ball goes back to it. Wait until
Clock stopped.
pressure comes. Yeah, clock stopped. The ref's got the ball. It's gonna be a warning and a punt.
A warning on
up.
Connolly?
No, warning on the keeper for wasting time. Conley was within his right to challenge there. The keeper was just waiting for him to come up to him. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Arlington Community Media Inc. crew tonight. On the cameras, we've got A.J. Wilson on camera 1, Alex Van Thong on camera 2, that's AVT. I think Nick Antonakis on camera 3. We've got 3 cameras. Ball rolling around, and Cliff Connolly on the hunt. Our director tonight is the Staz man. He's the Staz man. So Staz is on our directing tonight. We got Jen Litchfield as our technical director tonight. And we have got the ever so famous Felix Ansel doing the audio. So a full crowd tonight for Arlington Community Media Inc. The Arlington boys are running out of time as we're 8.5 minutes left in the game. Arlington down by a goal. Here comes a free kick. It's going to be taken by Elon St. Grant, the Terminator, T2. He has been liquid mata tonight. He sends a ball deep into the box. It rolls wide. On the hunt to try to keep it in.
On the hunt to get it from rolling into the bike path.
Yeah, and that looks like Nerval Tomasini. Here's Declan Dolan back in the game. And Dolan is going to try to make an impact here. Arlington substitution number 7, Declan Dolan. Dolan is a Dolan Eagle. We've talked a lot about the Dolan Eagles this year, and we'll talk more about them as the season wears down. Coach David Dolan, another Steve Moniak disciple, has done a great job with this junior class. He's got, that was the Dolan Eagles. He had them since 3rd grade. And he's got, Lance Yazio's got stacks on deck with the Dolan Eagles. He's got a bunch of them on varsity and a bunch of them on JV. And they're all coming up. So Yazio's got stacks on deck with in terms of the Dolan Eagles. And let's see if Declan Dolan can make an impression here. Dolan heads back. Look at Dolan on the hunt.
Yep.
Oh, excellent
Hungry.
defense by Declan. Ball goes in.
Oh,
And there's Kohlberg with a nice
beautiful
defensive
first touch
play.
from 19.
Tiago with a nice defensive play. First ball, though, goes to Lexington. Sancho plays it beautifully back to J.O. J.O. plays it beautifully back to Kevin Chen. And there's some beautiful possession by Lexington. Look at this beautiful side, Zachy. They switch the field, and they're patient with the ball. This is a team that's to be reckoned with. Here's Robert Lloyd. Oh, beautiful touch by Lloyd. Robert Lloyd. Lloyd is a magician. Lloyd's of London. Lloyd Cleary, they're going to call him. You remember Lloyd Cleary.
I think that one might be already taken. I'm not sure, though.
We got to figure out where he's playing this year, Zachy.
I don't know.
Lloyd Cleary, the star of Arlington last year. All right, so here's some midfield possession. It looks like Jeho is human as he whiffed on that one. And there's Zeus. He goes hard. Ball rolls to the midfield. It's Lexington first. Number 19 is a freshman. There's a freshman. No, that's number 9. Excuse me. Who's 19? Yeah, number 9. Is that a freshman in there?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's number 19. He's a freshman, number 19. He's the only freshman on either team. We got to give him some print here. So how are we going to pronounce this? Help me here.
Number 9.
Hyunhui Chung, number 9. He's in the game, number 9. Lexington substitution, number 9, Hyunhui Chung, the freshman. So Chung is in the game. Number 10 coming back in for Lexington. We've got
Through take.
Dylan Corbett.
Saints Grant nearly finds the back post.
Here comes number 10.
Miscalculated the power of Declan Dolan's throw-in.
Yeah, almost. 5 minutes left. Number 10 coming into the game is
Dylan Corbett?
Lexington substitution number 10, Dylan Corbett. So Corbett's in the game. Arlington's got to build something in here. Kohlberg takes a touch. He sends it over to Tiago. Tiago takes a touch. He tries to send it in deep to Will the Thrill.
Just misses the flick on. Just barely, though.
Beautiful chest ball by Sancho. Sancho has been a magician. Here comes Francesco. Francesco with a little bit of a dipsy. And he's knocked off the ball beautifully by the fresh legs of Dylan Corbett.
The now ex-Arlington JV coach.
And look at Corbett. Oh, Corbett plays it square over to Sancho. Sancho with lots of possession back to Corbett. Corbett with Dolan on him. Dolan with a nice contain. But Corbett comes away with it. He sends it into Sancho. Sancho sends it beautifully across. But Tiago is there. Oh, my goodness.
They're going to give him the kick. They're going to give him the kick.
Who are they calling that on?
I think they're getting Dolan on it, maybe for I don't know. It was a sea of bodies in there, so I don't know who they actually wound up tagging for it.
I don't know why that ball's going wide. It looked like they were both kicking at it. Zachy, we're down under 4 minutes left. The urgency now is all on Arlington. It's going to be a free kick on Lexington. They're going to do everything.
Goal here for Lexington basically puts it away, I say.
They're going to do everything they can, Lexington boys, to use this clock.
Oh.
A handball.
Within line of the body, though. It's not going to get called.
Yeah, they let it go.
You're allowed to use your hands if you're protecting your face.
Oh, are you?
Soccer, yep.
I didn't
Especially
know
off because, I mean, they're only high schoolers. No one wants to see someone's nose get broken and losing teeth because, you know, you're trying to block a ball that's being fired at you from 10 yards away.
Right. Well, we're coming down to 3 minutes. The Arlington boys, a nice throw by Francesco.
As long as you're protecting your body, it's all well and good.
The Lexington boys. Oh, Sancho gets called with the call. Sancho Panza, number 7, as he went right over Narens. And Sancho has been outstanding. He is peripatetic. Number 7, Sancho Marato Tobias, he's listed here. He's a senior captain. We heard he's got property in several communities. All right, 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. Dolan sends one deep. Patelmasini tries to get there. He can't get there. Zeus kicks it off his own face. Patelmasini with a shot. Oh,
Ran
but
through
Carl
traffic.
Burnett.
That's difficult.
Yeah, Carl Burnett, the Burnett minder. He's thinking clean sheet tonight. And look at Burnett as he wisely tries to use the clock. Burnett sends it wide beautifully into. Oh, and Narens put a body on.
I'm playing a little angry now as we get to down to 2 minutes.
Narens put a body on Dylan Corbett.
Oh,
and Narens with an elbow to the neck.
He just takes his lunch money.
Narens throws the elbow to the neck of Corbett. These guys are no strangers. And it looks like he tried to puncture his Adam's apple, but Corbett shook it off.
Tried the old 3-inch punch.
Yeah.
Pow!
I
right
guess
to the
if
midsection.
I guess if you go for the Adam's apple, the ref's going to see it because it's kind of hard to conceal that sort of violence. So Aarons didn't get away with it. We're at the 2-minute mark. We're into stoppage time. J.O. Chung sends a beautiful ball in, and it looks
Lexington
like
players
it
going
looks
all
like
over the place.
The Lexington parents just want to get out of here under cover of darkness. Oh, Science Grand Terminator Liquid Mana. And no, it's going to be Lexington ball. So the Arlington boys are getting chippy.
Tune in after this for the
Lexington fans are ready.
Arlington Lexington parking lot brawl.
Exactly.
Also brought to you by ACMi.
Exactly.
Ken and I will still be on the call.
Yeah, maybe these boys could bring it out to the parking lot after the game, Zach.
Yeah. Arlington High School's got a pretty small one, all things considered. How many teachers and kids are trying to park their cars there?
We are in stoppage time. The Arlington boys down 1-0. And it has been a Donnybrook in the second half. The ball rolls back to Kohlberg. He sends it to nice header. He sends it to and he's popped by Sancho. Sancho Panza put a body on the kid. And Sancho is not only an incredibly gifted technical player, but he's chippy as well. He's a great physical player. He's been a lot of fun to watch. The Lexington boys come into the house.
I'm excited for the next matchup, regardless of what the final score is here.
Right, the rematch is going to be one for the ages.
Soccer players have memories like elephants.
As Kohlberg gets knocked off the ball, and he keeps to his feet, the Lexington fans are almost ready to light up the cigar, Zachy.
Yeah.
They're going to be lighting up the cigar. And you know, in Lexington, they've got the Cubans.
They definitely do.
They've got the good cigars over there in Lexington. Those kids got bellies with stars.
Stars upon thars.
Yeah, they've got stars upon theirs. Oh, where these Arlington kids, Zachy, they got none upon theirs. But here's the last run of the game. It's Willie Clifford.
Oh,
what a beautiful play. Who saved the day again? Number 3, Samuel Bohm. Sammy B has been Sammy fantastic. He's Sammy. Oh, hit by Narrans from behind as he put a body on Lloyd. Lloyd's going to sleep well tonight. Narrans is going everywhere after Lloyd. And J.O. Chung. Oh, he throws the elbow to Narrans and he gets away with it. Oh, no, he didn't get away with it.
Are they going to give...
Declan Dolan comes over. These boys will be boys.
I can't tell if it's a throw or a kick.
It's a throw in for... And here's the last play of the game. Yep. Look at this. He's got everybody in the box. Look at this. He's got everybody in the box. It's a full house. The fans are on their feet. The ball gets thrown in, and it's cleared out beautifully by number 7, Sancho Morado. Look at Kohlberg. This is Franco on the hunt. And Franco on the hunt. Number 10. And the ball game. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. What a contest as the Lexington Minutemen come into the Mary Pierce house and come away with a beautiful victory. Hats off to the Lexington boys, ladies and gentlemen.
Played well on defense, didn't let Arlington score, got the one they needed on offense. It was a beautiful goal on offense. And, Arlington won the games last year by 1-0. Lexington pulls it out this year by 1-0. 1-0 is the score for these games.
Exactly.
It's just a question of who gets that one goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been treated to an absolutely fantastic soccer match tonight. We are going to sign off. I'm Ken Kohlberg, your sports broadcaster for Arlington Community Media, Inc. On behalf of my esteemed color commentator, Zach Garrigus, and the whole crew tonight, a big full camera crew for Arlington Community Media, Inc. We are very grateful for Arlington and to Arlington for broadcasting these beautiful games. We will be back next Saturday in Belmont for soccer night in Belmont. Zachy, I hope you're going to join me.
I think I should be able to.
We are signing off from Arlington Community Media, Inc.
Arlington ended their first defeat of the season.
First defeat of the season. And we are saying night-night, drive safe, ladies and gentlemen.
Avoid that parking lot.
And avoid that parking lot. So long. Signing off.